Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. It's Tracy, and a little bit behind today because we've been out shopping. I know I said I wasn't going to go shopping anymore, but we ended up needing a couple of bits, and so well, Gary needed brackets. Actually, he's should have said this is day 22. Is it 22 of Veda? I think it is. Yeah, he needed brackets to put some shelving inside one of the cupboards, and we went to Poundland. They didn't have any there, and so we had to venture all the way over to Wilko. It used to be called Wilkinson's, but it's called Wilko. And sorry about the bibbing. They've got it's a shop that sells everything, you know. They've got everything in there, so because they do have food items and essentials, they're allowed to open. But every time I've seen Wilko, the queue has been fast, and it's put me off. And so yesterday I couldn't even begin to want to go there. So this morning we went, and the queue wasn't too bad. So it's not that the queue's long, but the shop is so big that people take ages in there. So you don't get the queue move as fast as you do, say, in a shop that's smaller. And we were next but one, and there was this old man on a motorised wheelchair thing, you know, one of those shoppers, and he pulled up, and then he got his walking stick and he went to see where the end of the queue was, and he decided to forget about it, and he come back. So as he got to me, I said, "Would you like to go in front of me?" And he said, "Would you mind?" And I said, "No, not at all." So I let him go in front. And the lady behind us said that was lovely. And I said, "Wow." She said, "He looks like he can't walk very far." She said, "But you would get some people who would moan about that, like letting someone go in front." And I said, "Well, I wouldn't care. You know, they'd have they could moan as much as they like. They wouldn't get anywhere with me anyway. I just tell them where to go." But so yeah, today I had my mask on and my gloves, and hate wearing them. The masks that I had before have run out, and so these ones, they ride up. So I'm shopping, and all of a sudden they're up by my eyes, and you have to keep pulling them down all the time, and they're rubbish, absolute rubbish. Might as well not have them on at all. So half the time I just pulled it off when there was nobody in the shop. It was such a vast shop that the sections that I went to, there were just nobody there. So I took it off all the times that I could and just pushed it back up again. I know that means I'm touching it, but it doesn't really make a difference. I don't think I should needn't really even need it. Just that little security thing that I don't think it actually does anything. So I can show you my kind of non-yarny purchases, but I'm going to save my yarny purchases for later. So I managed to get in where did I get this? This was in Wilkinson's, the hair dye that I usually have. Wow, hey. So I'm so glad I have this is the one with Holly Willoughby on the front, affectionately known as Holly Willoughby. She's a daytime TV presenter. So that's the one that I normally get, the 10.01, and not been able to get that, unfortunately, and so it's a little bit darker than it was. But if I make my way up to this one, then perhaps I'll do the purple underneath, because it's got to be this colour really for the purple underneath. But every time I pick one of these blessed things up, the boxes just come apart and everything falls out. It doesn't matter what shop I'm in, whatever one I pick up, they all do it. And although they did have 3, and I suppose I should have bought 3, but I did just get the 2. I'm hoping they'll get more in, and they probably won't, knowing my luck. But I've got quite a lot of others to get on with. And I bought some of these things to secure bags once they're open. Nothing major there. And we bought a couple of these, little half a coconut, and inside is a fat ball for birds. So my little birdie friends that come visit me, it's a suet half coconut. So that we've got 2 of those, and they hang by these little ropes. My neighbour's out. And we've got these like nut bags, peanuts in a net. I've got 2 of these, so little birdie friends will be happy. And I bought myself a to-do list, because I don't know about you, where I've been just sort of on lockdown and not getting up to very much at all, I can never remember to do anything. And the things that I say I'm going to do, I just think, oh, I should have done that. And it's when I usually work that out, it's too late to do it. So I thought I'm just going to get myself a little to-do pad. I've got loads of these big fat to-do pads at home, but I'm not there, so... And I got this from Wilko, and it's quite a snazzy little folder. Inside there is a pad, and I don't really, well, I guess I don't need the paper. I've got lots of books, but what I like about it is this clipboard bit. So I thought when I'm going to do something on a video, I can always clip it to it. If I've written my pattern down and I want to follow it, I can secure it and maybe even hold it, like position it sort of like that, if you like. So that will help me. It was £3.50, and I didn't go out to buy that sort of thing, but it's going to help me on my videos and tutorials, so that's all right by me. So that was Wilkinson's. I didn't buy anything in Poundland because I can tell you though that the yarn had just gone off the shelves. The ones that I usually buy were there, but I bought enough of them the other day. So we just didn't. I don't think I got anything in Poundland for a change, but it was all in Wilko, so I won't go there again unless I should have maybe bought that other hair dye. I don't think you find that around too often now. But while Gary went to Morrison's, I did my Veda, filmed it in the car, and he came back after about 5 minutes, so I paused it, and then he went into another shop, One Stop, to get some beer. So I did another bit, but I completely messed it up, and the battery ran out of my phone, and I forgot to put it on charge, so it's probably gone off. And so anyway, I had to abandon that one, and I thought I was just going to add to it when I got home, but it didn't really work out, so I should have just been patient and waited. But it was it was hard to hold the phone up. I didn't have any way of securing it. It was a bit difficult, so. But it was funny because all those shops are where my house is. Wilkinson's is in the town, but then the One Stop where Gary went to get his beer is opposite, kind of through a few, not very many houses, just a little sort of street away. So it's opposite my house really, and I was parked next to the pub where I did my live that time to explain why I had no internet, and where I used to upload my videos when I didn't have internet. And it just seemed really strange being in that pub's where I met Gary, and we met online, and we met up at that pub and went off to the cinema for our first date. So it just seemed really strange being there, because that's where my house is, but we were just visiting and didn't even go in my house because you're not visiting, are you? So although I do need to go there, but I've got to finish Sophia's rainbow, and I've got to print off her schoolwork and take it round. So I thought, well, when I do that, I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone, bake them a banana cake or something, take all the stuff I want to take, and then just collect my stuff. Managed to scratch my leg. It was really quite sore. I think it might have been this sort of sticking out the bag, but it really didn't matter. That maybe that one there is quite sharp. It actually cut my leg, so I got an injury. Don't be such a wuss, huh? Wuss, just a wuss. So yeah, it's been a lovely day, absolutely beautiful day, really warm, really. I was melting in the car when I did that first video with the windows shut. Oh, by the time Gary got back, I was absolutely dripping. My forehead was just, and then I had to open the door and put the aircon on just to kind of cool down, but it was crazy hot in the car. So maybe it's a blessing that you didn't see that one. Well, probably. So now Gary's got his brackets, he's happy. He's got some DIY to do, and he's got jigsaw blades so he can cut things. It's in his element. So he's inside now cooking us, because we didn't have breakfast. Can you believe it? It's probably nearly 1:30 and we still haven't eaten. So he's cooking us goose egg. I've put the coffee on, and so I've managed to get some lavazza. So I've got a pot of coffee on, and he's making the food. So that's cool. I get my stomach in the car when I was doing that Veda that you didn't ever get to see. It was so loudly rumbling. It was you would have heard it. It was crazy rumble. I was so hungry, and I've been buying all these snacks. That was the worst part of it. Buying all this food and not actually getting any of it. Oh, this was the other thing we bought. Nothing huge, but we just got a couple of these dianthus. I love these. Beautiful, like carnations and pinks. Oh, they smell amazing. But what I want to do is spruce up the back there. There's a kind of a spiky yucca out the front, which Gary hates because it does prickle. And I want him to get it somehow, bring it here so it's behind me. And I want to get some plants so that it looks nicer. Gary said, why don't we just move this all around there? So instead of looking at the wall with this plant here that needs removing, we would look at the yucca and trees and stuff. And so I thought, well, I don't know how that would work with the sun. It'd probably be in my eyes even with the umbrella, but we'll try it. You never know. If it just suddenly moves, you'll know we tried it. So I don't know how long I've been yammering on for. But, oh, they smell lovely, those flowers. They're starting to sell them now, bedding plants. Morrison's had a huge tray of marigolds. I think they were £5. I didn't get out, but Gary told me, and I saw people coming out with literally with trolleys full of marigolds, so I figured they're selling plants. It'd be nice to get a little bit of colour, but as my mum always used to say, you can't eat plants, well, unless they're vegetable, but you can't eat flowers unless it's a nasturtium. Of course you can, but I know what she meant. Don't waste your money on plants when you might, you know, I've not had any pay yet, so, or has, as I said in somebody's live, stimulating package or stimulation package, and they went, don't you mean stimulus? So I called it a stimulation package. That's something completely different altogether. Oh, there's a humongous bird at the back of the garden. You wait. Oh, there's a beautiful bird with a yellow breast. Is that a tit? You know, obviously I'm on it again, but he's having a little drink in the water. I would try. I was going to just flip the camera then and show you him in a bird bath having a little drink, but as soon as I hit the pause button, he flew away. But he had a lovely yellow breast, so he was probably one of the tit family. And I don't know why they call them that. It's just a stupid word, isn't it? Blue tits, and he was a yellow tit. Oh, I am so infantile, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not going to say that again. I won't be saying that again. Sorry. Calm yourself. Compose. I am really stupid. I'm going to have to pause the video. Are we rolling? Oh, actually, we're crying. I lost it a bit there. Do apologise, but you didn't need to see that. Hang on, got to wipe the tears. Maybe I need a really good laugh. That's what it is, I think. Don't start again. I totally lost it, and that's going to give me asthma. Because I always say that I shall die laughing one of these days, because it's one of the things that brings it on. If I have a really good laugh. Sometimes if a good belly laugh, that's it, done. Well, that's better. I'm never going to say that again. I'll just call it a yellow-fronted bird. Anyway, of all the things to just lose it over. Well, I'm sure my goose egg's done now, so I'm going to stop now before I lose it altogether again. And then later on I will do my snack tag, which Tammy from Twisted Stitches has tagged me in, and so I shall do that. If you haven't already, check hers out. She's got a lovely walk at the end of hers, her snack tag. She goes for a walk, and there's some lovely scenery. So if you haven't checked out Tammy's Twisted Stitches, then give her a watch and watch that video. I was hoping to do something very similar, but not that we've got anything like that, but we've got some beaches, and if we go to Tesco's at any point in town, I will do a little video along the shore. That'd be nice. So watch out for my snack challenge and my little yarn haul that I got. It's nothing, not the most spectacular of yarns, but got some nice ones, so that's cool. So thanks for watching. Sorry I lost it a bit, and see you soon. Stay safe, everyone.